of farm visit as part of the Agricoop Awards 2023. So today we are on the Copper Belt actually, and specifically we are in Kitwe. We are here to visit one of the fish farmers who entered for the category for the Agricoop Awards 2023 category Fish Farmer of the Year. His name is Mr. Mazuba Siamujompa, and we are here to know more about what is doing on his farm. And also just know more about Mazuba Aquaculture and Consultancy. So please stay tuned as I interview him and you get to know more about him. Explain to us what Mazuba Aquaculture and Consultancy is about.
Okay, so Mazuba Aquaculture Solutions and Consultancy is a business registered to basically offer aquatic surveys. We are in fish farming. We are into supply of inputs like fish feed and fingerlings. We also offer trainings in fish farming. So we have mainly 3 farms in this country. Our main farm is in Choma, where we are operating a total of 24 fish ponds. We have another farm in Chinsali, where we are operating 16 fish ponds. And we have this farm in Kitwe, where we're also operating 18 fish ponds. So we have been in operation since 2014. Yeah, we basically started in offering consultancy. We are taking up graduates from the university to just help them get experience in terms of hands-on training, as we are trying to help our farmers. Then we moved in and started establishing our own fish farms, and that's what we are doing. So we are basically into fish production ourselves. We are the real fish farmers because we produce the table size fish, which we're able to show you what we are basically doing. And anyone who goes into fish farming would agree with me that fish farming is a science. It's not drama. So one must need to master the art and need to be very innovative. So with us, we noticed that the major problem that was a setback, and that still remains a setback in fish farming, is actually fish seed, or the fingerlings that we get from the hatchery. Mostly they are very poor quality. So we have mastered the art where we are able to produce our own fingerlings for all our farms, and we supply extra to the fish farmers that we are offering consultancy to. Now, what we have done is, during winter, like right now, if you go around all the hatcheries, they'll tell you that they do not have fingerlings. This is when they are starting to breed. So with us, we make sure that we produce a lot of fingerlings before the close of season. So we are able to stock as much as 200,000 fingerlings before the close of the season. And that has made us to have fish all year round. So every month, we're able to actually harvest 3 ponds, which we are supplying. So that's one innovation. The other one, we have noticed that there has been a repetition of the same type of fish being cultured, the tilapia, the catfish. So with us, we have moved a step further. We'll show you some example of what we are doing. We have started breeding the imboa here. So we have, and very soon we should be able to roll it out to other farmers.
That's very interesting. So in that regard, I would like to know, how do you stay updated on the latest trends and advancements in fish farming techniques?
Okay, so with us, on another advantage, we are academicians. So we are always updated with the latest information, and we are into research. Like what we are doing, the breeding of imboa, nobody's doing it. We are the first ones here. So we are actually the information producers. We generate information that others are actually using out there. Now, you notice another thing that Aquaculture has been a young industry for a very long time in the country. Now, many people are coming up. They are entering into fish farming. So I have seen a lot of disease outbreaks. So we have gone a step further to start doing disease monitoring, surveillance, and offering aquatic health diseases. You see, that's another help which we are bringing on board, which has not been there. Yeah.
As I can see, there's some interesting projects going on here. So when it comes to environmental stewardship, how do you minimize the environmental impact of your fish farming activities?
Okay, so we are very careful with our influence from our fish farm going into the natural water bodies. So in all our farms, we have done sedimentation ponds. This is where when we harvest, we are able to keep all the residue water into that sedimentation pond and recycle it back to our fish farm. In doing that, we are making sure that we are not letting any cultured species into the natural water bodies. We are not letting our water full of algae, which can cause a lot of pollution if it's around there, and we don't know any other impact that our water can cause. So we make sure that whatever we are doing remains within the farm. And then we also have, I think you saw when you entered the gate, we have a biosecurity measure that we are taking up. So whoever enters the farm, you step on some grass, we're able to disinfect to make sure that we're able to control so that we do not contaminate the environment. Yeah.
That's very interesting. So now, in terms of your business performance and growth, can you demonstrate consistent growth in your fish farming business in terms of production, sales, or market expansion over the past 5 years?
Yes. You see, this farm where we are standing is only 9 months old. We started with one farm. Now we have 20 ponds, and we have seen some nursery units there, 10. This whole expansion has come from what we are doing here without any external funding, as you see when you visit other farmers. What we see here has been generated from here. So in my introduction, I said we are able to sell fish. At least 2 ponds are ready for harvest every month. So we are able to harvest at least 950 kgs from each pond, giving us an average of 1.8 tons every month, which we are selling. Right now we have a lot of fish, and we are actually looking for customers. We have 8 ponds that we have not harvested, meaning we'll be harvesting all the way up to February, and we have stocked the other fish ponds. So it's a continuous process on our part.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, so have you implemented effective marketing strategies to promote your fish products to reach a wider audience or to reach your customer base?
Yes, so we have started packaging our fish. I don't know if at this stage I can show you our packets.
I'm interested too. So you can just explain.
Yeah, okay, so for us to reach out to the wider market, like supermarkets, we know it's very difficult for them to accept your fish. We have gone into packaging, and as we package this fish, we actually clean it, we scale it and gut it. We remove the guts. By doing that, we're able to fetch a very good price for our fish. We have also gone into other processing methods like smoking. Also, we package when we are doing that. So by doing that, we are able to reach a larger audience. And we have also realized that there are a certain class of people who are not able to buy very big fish. So we cater those as well by harvesting fish which is just about 150, 200 grams, which they can also afford to buy. Yeah. Okay, so in this area where we are in Kamfinsa, we have decided to encourage the locals to form cooperatives, where we are now offering them free training in fish farming, and we are doing one free pond for them. And we have gone ahead now in interacting with the wider market in terms of those who are interested in venturing into fish farming. So at the moment we have 30 cooperatives that we are supervising, offering free training and guiding them through the process up to harvest. And we have also linked ourselves as marketers of some of the inputs of feed, like feed. So right now we are working with National Milling as their ambassador for feed. Yes. We are promoting their feed, we are doing tests on the farm, and we are able to inform the masses on how this fish is performing when fed on this particular feed. And we can testify that when you see the fish that we are harvesting, it's so above 250 grams, which is almost impossible for other farmers to achieve. And we have achieved it here. Yeah, we have been very influential actually in the aquaculture sector. Okay. Yeah, you realize that we have interacted with the institutions that are offering fisheries and aquaculture programs. We were the pioneers. We designed and established the NRDC Aquaculture Service Center. We designed the Copperbelt University Aquaculture Service Center. So we have been very influential because all the institutions that offer fisheries and aquaculture, they have interacted with us, and we have designed and we have helped them. We were also the focal point person for UPME project on Lake Kariba and Serenge, which saw an establishment of over 600 cages in this country and pens. So I believe we have influence in that in that regard. Yeah, so we just at the entrance of all our farms, we can see that we have a biosecurity system. Then we test our water. We have a water quality meter. And we are able to diagnose fish diseases because we are one of the lucky people in this country who have been trained at master's level in aquatic animal health. So almost everybody who is in aquaculture gets the health expertise from us. Yeah.
Treatment and overall fish care on your farm.
So for us, the best thing we do is prevention. Now, the only way we prevent disease outbreaks is by maintaining good hygiene in terms of the environment. That's water. We make sure that we do not make a mistake to allow our water to deteriorate. Because once the water deteriorates, the fish gets stressed and disease outbreaks come in. And it's very difficult to control fish diseases. Because right now in the country, we are still a young industry. We haven't developed vaccines. Vaccines are very expensive and difficult to administer. So the only way we are doing is to prevent and prevent. If there's any fish that is diseased, when we get it, we make sure that we dispose. Now, how do we dispose? We make sure that we ban this particular fish so that we don't give room for contamination to other organisms and the fish, other fish species. And we make sure that this fish is not consumed by any of our workers or anybody because of zoonotic diseases. These diseases can be transferred from fish to humans. Yeah. Yeah, we have continued expanding. We are now operating 3 farms and we are not stopping here. We will continue expanding to a level where we are able to support our systems. We are harvesting 2 ponds per month now, but our idea is to have maybe 12 ponds per particular month that we are harvesting to make sure that our business continues to learn. And the impact that we are making on the people that we are training, we also see the aquaculture sector grow in this particular country. Yes, I am a member of the Zambia Aquaculture Society, FASOZA. I'm a member of the Zambia Aquatic Animal Health. I'm a very serious team member there. And I'm also in a number of forums that are helping in promoting aquaculture, like the Fish Innovation Lab. That's a global thing. Yeah, so in the country, I'm participating at a global level, I'm participating in institutions, I'm there. So the biggest challenge, like in any other farming enterprise, has been inputs, feed, fingerlings. So with the fingerlings, we have overcome that by producing our own fingerlings at the farm. With feed, we realize that if we do not have fish every month, meaning our income will be low. we will not have money to purchase feed for the fish that we are catching. So we have made sure that we stagger our stocking so that we have fish that we are harvesting at every particular point. Now, we have also diversified our farming operations. We are also into vegetables. We are also into goat rearing. These other sources of income, they help to keep us afloat at all particular time. Then from our consultancy services that we are offering, the trainings, we are also able to pick a few coins that are helping to keep us going. Other integration system that we are doing, we have a horticulture section, a gardening. So we are able to grow not less than 40,000 heads of cabbage. We are into winter maize. We are also into village chickens. At the moment, we have about 300 village chickens, which we are keeping, and we make sure that we collect eggs, incubate, and the system continues to learn. We have integrated with the livestock, the goats, which are not just helping us in clearing the grass around the ponds, but it's also a source of income. So for us, we are just raising breeding goats, and we are able to fetch good amount of money from that. So those are the other integration systems that we are doing. So we have seen that there has been a bit of reduction in rainfall, particularly the past 3 years or so. So that has been a challenge on water management. We are in a dambo, but you see reduced water levels. So we have done a very big reservoir that allows us to harvest as much water as possible. And we minimize waste of this water. We are harvesting fish, we take it into a sedimentation pond and bring it back. Then we know that with fish, you just need water. So we have also done 2 commercial boreholes to help us with our nursery production. So with fingerlings, we're just using borehole water from there. And then we rotate this fertile water from our ponds. That's the water we are using to water our crops. By doing that, we are minimizing the usage of water. We manage the same water we have, it goes around, comes back, and we are okay. And then we are taking advantage of the hot temperatures to produce as much fingerlings as we can. We have to boost our fish, feed them properly so that we can offload them to the market in a very good particular time. When the temperatures get a bit cold, I think you see from behind there, we already have a frame of a greenhouse, which we usually just quickly assemble on the nursery ponds so that we're able to continue breeding our fish all the time. Yeah. This is very good for us as well. We are very happy that you have visited us and we're able to share our story to other farmers out there. But those who venture into fish farming, I will tell them to say fish farming is not easy. They need to get the proper expertise, get proper advice. They should not be excited with a lot of people that are saying you make a lot of money. Yes, there's money, but for us to make this money, we need to understand the operations. Yes, so in this our fish farming journey, we have been using NAMFIT, and it has given us very good results. So we always showcase their product, because this feed has performed. Our fish is able to reach 300 grams within 6 months, so we do not go into extra months. So with the proper feeding, with the proper feed, then you are sure that your fish is going to perform.
Okay. So would you just explain how, I'm sure each one has got its own purpose, right?
Yeah.
So if it's possible, is that?
Yeah. So from when we produce our fish from the hatcheries, we start with the fry mash, then we move into the crumbles. From there, that's when we go into the grower pellets, 2 millimeters, 3 up to 4 millimeters. The fry mash is very rich in protein, so it's a stage we cannot avoid. So as you can see, our ponds are varying in sizes, and there's a reason why they are like this. This particular one is 75 by 20. In this pond, this is where we keep the fingerlings that we produce when temperatures are still favorable before the close of the season. So we are able to keep up to 40,000 in this particular one. And by the time we are coming into the next season, this fish would have reached between 10 to 15 grams and would have harvested the fish from their main production ponds. And we just get this fish and count it 5,000, 5,000 and stock our other ponds. By doing that, we are able to have fish all the time without a problem of fingerlings. And the other pond is also 75 by 15. That one is for very small fish, fry. That's where we put our happers. Fish that require proper management. We also manage them from there. So we have a section for fingerlings and a section for production. So this helps us have fish all the time. The other ponds are all 30 by 20. And we have another one here which is 65 by 30. And then our reservoir is quite big, is 100 by 85, which is down there.